Hello, this is Sharon from the Don Edwards San Francisco Bay National Wildlife Refuge Environmental Education Center in Alviso. This presentation will provide an overview of the key components of the field trip activity you were assigned to lead for the Wetland Round of Field Trip program. On the day of your field trip, we will provide you with a laminated copy of the script and all of the equipment and materials you need to lead that activity. Let's get started with our activity review. This is the only activity you will be leading on the day of your field trip. You'll be leading this activity 4 to 5 times. This presentation will guide you through the following components of your activity: an overview of how to use a script, overview, equipment, location, setup, procedure, and tips and tricks. Once you have reviewed this presentation in its entirety, you can click on the hyperlinks to get back to a page you might want to review it in further detail. Audio links are only on these. Let's review the components of the script. On the first page, you will find the name and overview of the activity, key objectives, a timeline, how this activity relates to the refuge's resources, and a list of materials provided by the refuge. On the second page, you will find background information. This information is a reference for you. On the day of your field trip, you do not read the information to the students, however, for you to use as needed. The activity script starts on the third page. The activity script is written do, read, ask teaching format and is set up to be followed exactly. On the day of your field trip, you may find that you may want to use the script the entire day. That is great too. It is up to you and your comfort level. The script is a guide, and refuge staff and interns will be available for additional assistance as needed. In this activity, students learn about the creatures that live in the mudflat, which is a source of food for migratory birds. Students will observe the mud and organisms from the mudflat habitats. They will also learn about the food pyramids of the mudflat. In the classroom, you will find one poster of the slough and mudflats, one poster of the Bayhand model, 4 large containers of mud, 12 white measuring spoons, 12 hand lenses, 4 large petri dishes, prepared slides, 12 eyedroppers, 1 video microscope, 6 magiscopes, 12 small petri dishes, 1 food pyramid poster, and 1 wooden food pyramid with a set of mud creature puppets, phytoplankton, 5 zooplanktons, 1 clam, 1 mussel, 2 crabs, 2 ridgeway rails, and 1 peregrine falcon. This activity will be located in classroom 1. On the table, there are 12 sets for each student. Each set contains 1 placemat, 1 eyedropper, 1 slide, 1 magiscope, 1 petri dish, and 1 magnifying glass. In the center, there are glass bowls of water sample. Have the students sit at the table. Make sure that all of the mud and creatures are on the side counters and the table is clear before you begin. Students will explore a container of mud, observing its smell, color, and texture. Next, examine mud creatures using hand lenses. Then, show the students how a food pyramid works. Finally, students will fit puppets into the mudflat food pyramid and learn different roles in the food chain. If you have materials that are muddy, please wash them with the hose outside. The mud clogs the sink very quickly, so we don't want mud going down the sink. Please make sure that the mud, slough water, and creatures are returned to the buckets at the end of the day. We will set them free in the slough. When the students have the opportunity to look at the mud, they can touch the mud, but please encourage them to use only 1 finger. They can get really muddy really fast. They can wash their hands in the bathroom after the station ends. Thank you for reviewing your activity prior to your field trip. Don't forget to review an activity script. Please reach out if you have questions. We look forward to seeing you, and we hope you enjoy your time on the refuge.